Welcome everyone and good morning from the Feed the Beast server, HappyDiggers AMP server. I'm your host Dom, and today we are playing Minecraft Feed the Beast AMP. Wow, I'm really horrible at intros. Anyways, I've been playing a lot on this server, and I really have been dedicating a lot more time than I should have to this server. It looks like a tornado went through over there. So we are playing. Always play with the most. We always play with the most updated version of HappyDiggers AMP, and actually, this is a beta version that is not released on the Feed the Beast server, Feed the Beast launcher just yet. This is, I think, 2.4 version that we're testing out. Jay updates the pack weekly, and we basically test it and all that kind of stuff. So. What are we looking at over here? I'm going to get to this stuff later. This is my Thaumcraft base, and last episode we were trying to dig out this huge island with the tools we got, which I still have 2 of them, and the hammer's gone. Don't know what happened to it. Probably got thrown down on the ground and I forgot to pick it up, kind of thing. It's been a while. There we go. Mud balls. You can throw these like snowballs. So this is what I wanted to end up doing. Now, this is looks like I think it's called like the runic matrix or something like that from Thaumcraft. It kind of has 8 blocks, and they all have like symbols on them. I had originally done this entire thing legit with all blocks and etc., and then I had an issue where the chunks got corrupted on the base. So yeah, I ended up having to redo it, and I didn't feel like making all the symbols yet, so we'll do that at a later date. So let's go ahead and jump into the Thaumcraft base, and I will just kind of go over what I've been doing. So this is what it looks like. There's a bunch of empty rooms. This one will have an empty room, really dark. And basically, I'm using elevators to get in and out of the cube. So this is going to be kind of the main platform that we can get in and out of our base. And as you can tell, this one's already been color-coded. This is the sandy brick from Railcraft, so if we jump up, it's kind of the direction this is facing. We will go up to the sandy brick room, which has our infusion altar at it. And I've been doing a bunch of Thaumcraft stuff, and we're not going to be doing Thaumcraft stuff today, but for now I'm just going to throw mud in here. Ooh, a little bit of lag. And yeah, it's been quite a while. I've been playing for quite a while, so I have a lot more stuff than I did last time. And this is my, what is this? I don't even know, the furnace room or whatever. You get the essence stuff or essentia stuff in here. Also, my research table, my normal Thaumcraft stuff is in here. So, we're not going to be doing Thaumcraft today. Today we're going to be doing Brewcraft. So, let's go ahead and jump over here. Here we go. Awesome. So this is my not Brewcraft. Wow, I'm losing my mind. It's Growthcraft. That's what it's called, Growthcraft. So this is my Growthcraft base, and I'm doing things separate just in case we have chunk issues, and I don't want to lose, a whole base and everything I ever own. And number 2, it's nice to use a lot of land. I mean, land's infinite, so might as well use it. So let's go ahead and jump into the barrel. So this is a barrel that's based off of the barrels from Growthcraft. It looks just like it. It looks like a big barrel lodged in the ground. And inside is all of the brewing stuff. So this is our brew kettle setup. I made it look nice. It doesn't have to look like this. Basically, you just need to have fire under a brew kettle for it to work, but I made it look really nice. We have our fruit presses from Growthcraft as well. That presses fruit. We have sinks. That's just so we can fill up our buckets. So there we go, water bucket. And these are really convenient. Basically an infinite water source for buckets. Really nice. From Bam's Harvest Craft. And here is our cellar. So this is our alcohol cellar here. So this is where all of our brewed alcohol will go to ferment. And that's basically what I'm doing with Growthcraft. Is brewing drinks for the guys on the server. So yeah, this is all a lot of fun. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump into it. let's go on out to the greenhouse to get some supplies together. I built this greenhouse, took forever. This is all micro blocks, the whole thing. And it's not really, you can't do it very fast, I've noticed. But it was a joy to build, and this is one of the reasons why I haven't been recording for a while. So inside the greenhouse, there's not really a reason for me to have it, just for looks. I have hops plants, Growthcraft hop plants, and I also have, these are grapevines. So these are like grapevine, I guess what I would call them is stalks, and then all the leaves on top are the vines. Let's actually turn off the Better Leaves mod, see what it looks like without it. I think it's this one. There it is. Yeah. And this is what it would normally look like, all these things. So the hops and the grapevines. So if you go under, it would look like this. But I like to have the better grass and leaves on because it makes everything look amazing. So here we are. This makes it look so much better. So we're going to go ahead and get some grapes for later. Just grab a couple sets. I have to be sure that I don't break the leaves or anything. So to make these work, you have to have the ropes from Growthcraft. The ropes are basically used for both the hops themselves and the grapevines as well. So the grapevines grow along the ropes, I think left and right only, whereas the hops grow up a rope, kind of like a vine, hop vine. So we're going to grab some of those too. We're just going to go ahead and right click on them all. So you get all these ingredients, or most of these ingredients, I think from breaking vines in the world. So if you find wild vines, you can find hops on them and then start growing your own hops plants and stuff like that. And I think rice, which we're just about to run over to the second greenhouse, which is not done yet. This is a rice paddy over here. We're going to go ahead and grab some rice. Oop, I think I already had some in my... There it is. Some more in my inventory. Oop, and you just kind of replace the old stuff with the new... Oop, there we go. They get dehydrated over time too, so you have to rehydrate the ground. And I'm going to do all this probably by hand until I can get probably golems to do it for me. We'll see from Thaumcraft stuff. This is just normal wheat, which we need for the process as well. So you replant the rice itself, so the actual item counts as the seed as well. This one just grew. Boop. And let's grab some more water, replant it. So I think this is going to be the slowest process is for the rice. So let's go ahead and make some drinks here, and we'll take a look at what the possibilities are in the future. I love the inside of this barrel. It's so nice. So to start making ale, which is probably the one thing that I want to make, let's look up ale. So you can get young ale. You can get fermented with haste 2, or a extended haste as well. So basically, there's also this tipsy chance, which basically, just like any alcohol, could potentially get you tipsy and drunk. So that's also included in the game, and trust me, that's for a future episode. So first we got to do is start with ale, no hops. That's the and the young non-fermented version. So the way to do that is to get some wheat, and we're going to throw it in one of these kettles, brew kettles. Just kind of put it in. No, where is it? Where does it go? Oh yeah, you need it here, and you also need water in it. So this right here will be water plus wheat, and it'll give us ale. So we're going to just take a water bucket and right-click it, and then we will go ahead and take a look. It's going to be filling up with ale, no hops extended, and it would be using the wheat and kind of mixing it and mashing it together to make this ale. So this step right here is when we're done. It also produces bone meal at a rate as well. This is when we're done. What you want to do at this point is the ale is in the output liquid slot. But we want to add hops to it to make it into more or less beer. So what we want to do is move it to another input slot. So we'll do the switch. There it is. Now it's at our input. And we'll add hops to it. Now we're going to get ale young hopped. Cool. So that's kind of how we're doing it. So then something else we can do is we also can make wine while we wait for this to brew up. So for example, in here I have grape wine, which young grape wine, whatever it's just put that in there. So what you got to do is take some grapes, bring it to a fruit press, put it in there, and basically push the press down with a redstone signal, and there it goes. So it's pressing the juice out of the grapes, and it makes wine. Now, after these processes are done, which I'm pretty sure that one is, we just got a bucket of ale. What you want to do is bring it to a barrel to ferment it. So we just go ahead and pick one of these barrels and just use the bucket that I filled up, and you actually can take it in and out. Right now we have ale, young, hopped in here, and it will not ferment unless you add... Oh, I don't have any on me, do I? Go down here. Here we go. Nether wart. So it's just like normal brewing. I don't think any of these were fully grown. That one might be. Yeah, cool. So I have a little teeny nether wart farm down there because might as well. So to ferment it, we're going to use nether wart, and you just kind of stick a nether wart in there. And you probably want to fill the whole barrel up, but for just an example, we're not going to for now. And it's just going to use the nether wart up. It might actually have stopped. I think we have to have the whole thing. No, just a little bit of lag. It's going to take, I think, 20 minutes to make the fermented version. Now, once you have the fermented version, it gives you the, like, take a look over here, the haste enchantment for, or effect for ale specifically. And the different types of alcohol in this game give you different effects. So it's pretty cool. But it gives you the haste ability at this point. Now, if you want to make it so it's haste 2, you'd add glowstone to the mix. There's a little thing to indicate that you can add glowstone to here. And that will take another 20 minutes to change it into the haste 2 version, the potent version. And then you also have the extended version, which would be, instead of glowstone, you put redstone in there, and it would add an 8-minute haste enchantment for you. So that's what we're going to be ending up doing, probably, is doing the redstone version, making these longer, because, I don't know, a minute and a half actually is not that bad. We'll see. So, down here I have the sake, which is from rice, which we can make now. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this one. It is the same process. You put rice in the brew kettle, you get some water in there, and it should start going. Here goes the sake, and now you don't have to like add hops or anything. This is purely usable at this point. See, as you can tell, there's a little bit of a meter going on here, so I think it takes 20 minutes. So once the sake is done, I was already working on this a little bit earlier, brought it down and put it in my barrels down here. So there's 5 different types of alcohol. This one would be ale, this one would be sake, this one would be something else. So right now I already have the fermented state for this one. I don't know if I started another barrel, but what we can do is add some redstone to it, and I swear I had a redstone thing in here. I guess not. Boop. Bone meal. Nope. I guess I don't have any redstone, but you can add it, and it will take another 20 minutes to change its state again. Now, once it is the way that you want it to be, let's go ahead and grab some of these. Let's just put some of these back as well. There we go. Once it's in the state you want it, which this one will take quite a while to get to that state, you just take a bottle. This will just be the sake fermented, so let's take a look at that. Just the normal fermented will give you speed and jump boost, so that's fine. I think that we don't need the extended version just for now, just for argument's sake. Let's just take a bottle, and there we go. We get some... Where did it go? It should be in my inventory. Does not exist. Where is it? I think I'm blind. Aha! Here we go. Okay. I think I had a issue with finding it. It's probably in my inventory somewhere. Aha! Here we go. Apparently there's a glitch or something, an issue. Okay, so, and it only takes, out of the barrel, it only takes 333 per bottle you fill. So, per bucket, because a bucket is 1,000 millibuckets, a barrel can take, so per bucket you can get 3 potions out of it. So let's go ahead and just have a drink. So we now have a speed boost, I think. Yep, speed, tipsy, and jump boost. So we can probably jump a little bit higher, but it doesn't really matter at this point. And we are a little bit faster. So that's kind of just a nice little touches. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other things we can brew up in here. And then we'll take a look at the rest of the brew setup that we have going on. Let's go ahead and at growth. I can't spell. Really? I can't spell at all. Growthcraft. Cool. So we have sake, which we already looked at. We have ale, which we already looked at. We have grape wine, which we can go ahead and start. We have mead, which is a totally different process. And apple cider, which is the exact same as the fruit press. So let's go ahead and grab some wine. It should be in my inventory. I'm having issues, it looks like. There it is. Cool. Let's grab some wine, and these will be my wine barrels. Let's go ahead and just choose the first one. Oop. And there we are. And the exact same process for this one. Let's go ahead and just throw another wort in there. To let that thing start brewing up for us. We also have mead, and now the mead's different, and I'm going to explain that to you guys in a minute. The apple cider is exactly the same as the wine process. So and they all give you different effects. So apple cider fermented version will give you absorption, just kind of like having a golden apple. So you don't have to have gold to get that cool absorption characteristic or effect. Bucket of mead. So the mead gives you regeneration. This is probably what I'll be using a lot more than the other ones. Resistance for grape wine. Ale we already saw was speed. Actually, no, haste. And sake gives you speed and jump boost. So I think I'm going to be using absorption and regeneration. So we'll have apple cider and mead in the future. So you need to have an apple farm, hops farm, grape farm, wheat farm, rice farm, and the very last thing for the mead, and I'll show you guys how we're going to do that. And I didn't bring any clay pots, darn it. But we can still look at how the process works. What you need to do is make these bee boxes. And bee boxes, let's see, bee boxes, they're really cheap. We're more or less just wood in that fashion. Any type of wood planks you can do. They give you one of these bee boxes. But the hard part is actually finding the bees. And we actually had to make a little bit of config changes recently, and don't know if it's in the current version for me to find them, or it might have just been that I was in old chunks, and it took me forever to find them because we didn't have Growthcraft at the beginning of this. So they produce these honeycombs, and these honeycombs will be used to make the mead. So let me go ahead and just get 6 of them. This is actually what we need. Oop. And you can use them. Whoa. Interesting. Let's see if I can find mead. Young bucket of mead. I need honey. Okay. Honeycomb from Growthcraft. I'm not exactly sure how you get these. The filled honeycomb. So I think we have to do... I'm not exactly sure how it works, but we have to... I guess we have to wait for these to be done. Interesting. So, basically we need to somehow have bees in bee boxes, and they produce these honeycombs because they've been producing them continuously. I guess they're just not full. And we use the honey to make... let's go ahead and take a look at the recipe again. There we go. Honey to make honey. So honeycombs with a flower pot makes a bowl of honey here. And that is used... actually, you can use it in HarvestCraft and all that stuff. It's pretty nice. To make a bucket of mead. There actually might be different ways because of our mod pack to make this honey or anything along those lines. But I'm kind of sticking with one type, the mod itself. So if, for example, Pam's HarvestCraft, oh no, it's raining, introduced a way to make honey without doing this method, I'm going to use the Growthcraft method, because that's the mod that I'm using. So that's going to be it, I think, for today. I will be making these beverages for the fellow Happy Diggers, and I think I'm going to be a supplier for Ethan. He will be buying my alcoholic beverages for his. He has a Club ETH at Spawn, and it's just like this little Thaumcraft tiki hut place where you can go and chill out on a nice sunny day, unlike the one we're currently experiencing with all the thunder and lightning. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.